Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms, and today we're going to be ranking the MCU Phase 1 through 3. Now, we're not going to be doing this a normal way. No. We're going to do this differently, and hopefully that this really takes off, and I can start ranking DC films, DCEU films, old comic book films, maybe our favorite superheroes. The ideas are endless. So as you can see, we have 5 tiers. Excelsior, which is the best of the best, great, good, meh, and bad. Now we have all 22 MCU movies. First Avengers movie, when it first came out, I was saying Excelsior. But now over time, the movie's great. I think it's great, but definitely not Excelsior tier. Incredible Hulk. This is the movie that I think is really underrated. A lot of people kind of put it like in the meh category, but I think it's definitely a good movie. It's a good, solid movie. Captain America, the First Avenger. Where is it going to go? Where is it going to go? This is a movie that I think is really good. It's really good. But just over time, it's not one of the MCU movies that I constantly go back to all the time. So I'm going to have to put it in the good category. Iron Man 1. This is one that started it all, guys. Where is this going to go? This is the movie that started everything, started the MCU, and I'm going to put it in the great category. I just recently rewatched it, and you'll be surprised how well it fits into movies like Avengers Endgame, and I definitely think it's a great movie. So next up is Captain America Winter Soldier. This is a movie that I definitely think belongs in the Excelsior category. This movie is just fantastic. The Russo brothers' first MCU movie. This was a spy thriller. In a lot of ways, I felt like it was better than the first Avengers movie, and you can see why the Russo brothers went on to do Infinity War and Endgame. It's definitely a fantastic movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is a movie that when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is a good movie. And then over time, I'm like, nah, this movie's meh. I didn't care about the villain. I didn't care about the characters. I just didn't care about the storyline. I thought the first Ant-Man movie was way superior, and Ant-Man and the Wasp was just kind of a letdown compared to that movie. Thor Ragnarok. This is a movie that I'm going to put in the great category. Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi, they completely reinvented the Thor character. I love what they did in Thor Ragnarok. I like the addition of Valkyrie. Hela was an awesome villain, and I really enjoy that movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is the movie I'm going to also put in the meh category. I was a big fan of the first one, and just like Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was just sort of a letdown compared to the first film. The first Thor film, I'm going to put in the great category. Like, not a lot of people put it on that same tier, but I think it's a really good movie. You can still really see the struggle that Loki is dealing with, and it sets up seeds for Avengers. And I really like the score, and I really think it's a solid movie. I really do enjoy that first Thor movie a lot. Doctor Strange, I'm going to put in the good category. I like this movie. I thought it was a solid origin story. I like what they did with the special effects. I like how they really played with elements that was going to be incorporated later on in the MCU, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a solid first film. Iron Man 2, I'm going to put in the meh good category. This was a film that when it first came out, I really didn't like it. I was like, Iron Man 2 was a horrible film, but then looking back after we've seen all 1 through 3 phases, looking back now, it really holds up well because they were doing a lot of setup in this film, and I think Iron Man 2 is a good film. It's a film that aged really well. Avengers Age of Ultron, I'm going to also put in the good category. Originally, I was going to say, like, this is an Excelsior movie, but slowly over time, it went from Excelsior to great to it's good. It's a solid film. I like the storyline. My favorite part of the whole movie is really Hawkeye's connection with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and his speech he gives to her about coming out and being an Avenger. But they were missing the score, and they were missing a lot of things that wasn't in the first Avengers movie, and they had elements in it that just didn't pay off for me, and Ultron wasn't that great of a villain as I hope he would be. So unfortunately, he has to go in the good category. Now we get to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. This is definitely going in the great category because it was a movie that I went in not knowing much about, and I walked out going, oh my god, this movie is amazing. I can't wait to see more. And I love all the characters in Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Nebula. I love everything that they did. And Guardians of the Galaxy really helped set up Thanos even more. And that's why I think it's such a great movie. Captain America Civil War. This is a movie that when I saw the first time, I was like, man. And then I'm like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We kind of get past the whole Baron Zemo's plan not really making a lot of sense. The airport scene alone is what gets it in that category. It was just a fantastic scene. Captain Marvel, and I know a lot of you guys are probably saying it's bad. No, it's meh. It's bad. It's meh. I'm gonna put it in good because I thought it was really good. I thought it was a solid origin story. I really like what they did with Carol Danvers. It's not the best MCU movie of all time, but I think it's good. It's a good, solid film. The original Ant-Man also is going to go in that good category because I thought it was a solid origin film, just like Captain Marvel and some of these other ones. I thought it was a good, clean movie, and it had a lot of funny jokes. I liked Hank Pym. I liked Scott Lang. I liked what they did. I liked Hope. I liked a lot of what they did in this movie. There's just some things that I thought was a little annoying, so that's why it's going in the good category. Now we get to Spider-Man Homecoming, because Spider-Man Far From Home is not on the list, and this is the first one I'm gonna put in the bad category. As a film, it's pretty good. As a film in the MCU, it's pretty good, and it should go in a good category. But since I'm such a hardcore Spider-Man fan, nothing in this movie felt like Spider-Man, so I'm gonna put it in the bad category. Iron Man 3, which is also going in the bad category because just what they did with the Mandarin twist. I mean, Tony was barely in the suit throughout the movie. It didn't feel like an Iron Man movie, and then what they did with the Mandarin just kind of ruined anything I had looking forward to this movie, and it wasn't good. Coming up next is Thor Dark World. This is also going in that bad category. This is the movie that's people's least favorite. Like, that's usually on the bottom of everyone's list. And I just felt like it was a very poor movie. I think I only seen the movie twice. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that good, guys. It's very forgettable. It's very forgettable. Next up is Black Panther. This is a movie that I think is really great. It was nominated for several Oscars, won like 4 Oscars. I think there was a lot of themes that Ryan Coogler was playing with. I think Chadwick Boseman did a great job as T'Challa. The special effects doesn't hold up that well. I gotta be honest with you. Special effects doesn't hold up that well, but everything else in the movie really knocked it out of the park. That's why I think it's a great movie. And now we get to the final 2 Avengers movies, which is Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. Both Excelsior movies in my opinion. Both pretty much a 2-parter of the same film. I love both movies so much. I think Infinity War is slightly better than Endgame as an overall movie, but Endgame, like they say, is the end game. It's basically the conclusion of all 3 phases of the MCU, and both movies are just fantastic. Excelsior. They're just so great. So guys, that is my ranking of phase 1 through 3 of the MCU minus Spider-Man Far From Home. But if I did have Spider-Man Far From Home on there, it would definitely either go in the good or meh category. But guys, tell me how you feel about this video. Did you like how I ranked these movies? Do you want to see more videos like this? Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.